The Hindu newspaper, which is an Indian newspaper, I guess a lot of y'all have heard about this. India is proposing a cryptocurrency ban penalizing miners and traders. I'm going to go over this with you today. Also, if you're making at least 150,000 US dollars a year or you've got a net worth at least 1 million US and you want to legally get your income taxes to zero or get a second passport as quick as 2 months, do 3 things. Hit the subscribe button to the right of your screen here and you'll get new videos automatically as they come out. And number 2 is I'd like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, just put it below. And number 3 is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help there. All right, now the measure is in line with the January government agenda that called for banning private virtual currencies such as Bitcoin while building a framework for an official digital currency. Now, India will propose a law banning cryptocurrencies and fining anyone trading in the country or even holding such digital assets. And this came out from a senior government official that told Reuters in a potential blow to millions of investors piling into the red-hot asset class that we're talking about here. The bill, one of the world's strictest policies against cryptocurrencies, would criminalize possession, issuance, mining, trading, transferring crypto assets, said the official who has a direct knowledge of the plan. The measure is in line with the January government agenda that called for banning private virtual currencies such as Bitcoin, while we're actually building a framework for an official digital currency. But recent government comments have raised investors' hopes that the authorities might go easier on the booming market. Instead, the bill would give holders of cryptocurrencies up to 6 months to liquidate, after which penalties would be levied against them. Official had asked not to be named was bringing these facts out and stated that officials are confident of getting the bill enacted into law as Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government holds a comfortable majority in the parliament. If the ban becomes law, India would be the first major economy to make holding cryptocurrency illegal. Even China, which has banned mining and trading, does not penalize possession. The finance ministry didn't immediately respond to an email seeking comment on this. But it went on to say that Bitcoin, the world's biggest cryptocurrency, hit of course a high of 60,000 on this past Saturday, nearly double in value this year as acceptance for payments has increased with support from such high-profile backers as Tesla CEO Elon Musk. And it went on to say that in India, despite government threats of ban, transaction volumes are swelling, and 8 million investors now hold approximately 1.4 billion US dollars in crypto investments, according to industry estimates. And the money they talked about here is multiplying rapidly every month, and you don't want to be sitting on the sidelines, said this guy named Sumnesh Sadalhar. He's a crypto investor. Even though people are panicking due to the potential ban, greed is driving those choices. User registrations and money inflows at a local crypto exchange, BITNS, are up 30-fold from a year ago, said Gaurav Dahake, its chief executive. Unicoin, one of India's oldest exchanges, added 20,000 users in January and February despite worries of the ban. ZebPay did as much volume per day in February 2021 as they did all in February 2020. That's for the whole month. And top Indian officials have called cryptocurrency a Ponzi scheme, but Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman this month eased some investor concerns. He basically stated, I can only give you this clue that we are not closing our minds. We're looking at ways in which experiments can happen in the digital world and cryptocurrency. She told CNBC TV 18 there will be a very calibrated position taken. The senior official told Reuters, however, that the plan is to ban private crypto assets while promoting blockchain, a secure database technology that is the backbone for virtual currencies, but also a system that experts say would or could revolutionize international transactions. And they went on to say that we don't have a problem with technology. There's no harm in harnessing the technology, said the official, adding that the government's moves would be calibrated in the extent of the penalties on those who did not liquidate crypto assets within the law's grace period. All right, now this is the part you need to be aware of right here. They're going to have stiff jail times from this. This could make the currency drop significantly unless people just decide to break the law. But the government panel in 2019 recommended jail of up to 10 years on people who mine, generate, hold, sell, transfer, dispose of, or issue or deal in cryptocurrencies. Now, if you get enough people that get scared on this could cause a huge fall, especially when you're looking at India. India's got a lot of people in that country. And so this is something that you're going to really have to take in consideration when you're investing, because remember, there is no PE ratio, there's no intrinsic value in Bitcoin other than if someone pays more than what you paid for it. If that gets scared off, it can cause a huge effect on the market. And I will tell you this from past experiences. I've been in the investment business for 40 years. If you're going to go in something like this and you're going to gamble, I would be doing it when no one wants to go in it. I'm not talking about everybody has gotten out like it did in 2017. That other huge drop that happened years ago when it dropped to about 95%. We're not at that point right now. Everybody's touting Bitcoin. And my advice to you is, we could see it go up to 150,000. But I'll tell you this, there's too much positivity right now. I would not be going in at this point. I mean, that's just my telling you, because even at dollar costing, I would not. I'd be going in. I'm not saying going in cryptocurrency at all. I'm just saying if you're going to pick a time to go in it, I would not be going in when everybody's positive on the currency. I'd be going in it when everybody's bailing out. This is what happened in gold. People were talking about buying gold several months back, and I said, why does anybody want to do that? Everybody's touting gold. That's the worst time to go in it. The best time to go in gold is when everybody's given up on it, like it did in 1999 and 2000. That was the best time to go in gold. The problem is no one wants to go in then. You got so much negativity on TV at that point. But that's when to go in. That's when Warren Buffett bought silver, and everybody said he was nuts back around the latter part of the 1990s. But, look what silver did after that. And then he got out. But the point I'm trying to make is the fact that you see all these people jumping in when everything's so positive. That's not the time to go in, especially when you've got a currency that has no intrinsic value other than the value that someone's going to pay more than what you paid for it. But anyway, the official declined to say whether the new bill includes jail terms as well as fines or offer further details, but said the discussions were in their final stages. So, you need to really follow this, because if you're putting a lot of money in these cryptocurrencies, it could have a huge dramatic drop, because I've seen, Bitcoin drop huge amounts, a lot more than emerging markets can. So you need to be watching that. In March 2020, India's Supreme Court struck down a 2018 order by the central bank forbidding banks from dealing in cryptocurrencies, prompting investors to pile into the market. The court ordered the government to take action on this. Now, the Reserve Bank of India voiced its concern again last month, citing what it said were risks to financial stability from cryptocurrencies. At the same time, the central bank has been working on launching its own central currency, a step the government's bill will also encourage, said the official. See, this is another thing too, is if the government comes up with their own digital currencies, they could go in and outlaw these cryptocurrencies. And a lot of these cryptocurrencies have gone under. You need to take note of that. They publicize the ones that have done good, but there's a lot of them have gone under. And when I say under, they virtually have disappeared. And 17 to 20% of all Bitcoins have been mined from the very beginning. People can't even get to them. They're totally lost. They either can't get through with their password, or there's some sort of glitch. They can't get in to their money in Bitcoin. So this is something you need to think about, and that doesn't include all this been hacked. I was just reading an article where Craig Wright, who says he was Satoshi Nakamoto, he claims to be that person. He's having trouble coming up with proof on it, but he's showing he got hacked, $5 billion last year. This is the guy that's supposed to started the white papers. Now, whether he did or I'm not going to argue whether he did it or not. The point I'm trying to make is he's one of the wealthiest guys with Bitcoin. He got it at the very beginning. He does claim to be one of the people who started it. And he lost $5 billion that got hacked. Well, if this guy knows so much, how did he lose all this money himself? Okay, and this is the point I'm trying to make. I'm not saying don't go into Bitcoin, but I'm telling you, I wouldn't be putting a ton of money of your a big majority of your assets in these cryptocurrencies, especially right now. A lot of people are doing that, and this is. I'll give you a real quick scenario on something that happened to me years ago. Back in the 1990s, the latter part of the 1990s, everybody said that Warren Buffett was nuts because he would not go into any of the internet stocks. It went through the roof. And back then, I actually was in 3 funds that the guy had a really good track record in fast growing stocks. And 3 of these mutual funds, one went up 400%. This is not a stock, this is a mutual fund. Went up 400% one year. The other 2 went up almost 300%. I said, no mutual fund can do this. There's something wrong here. And I looked into the top 10 holdings of all 3 of those funds. Every single one of those funds, the top 10 holdings were losing money. And I thought, why in the hell am I in this? And I cashed out within 4 months. All 3 of those funds had dropped down about 60, 70%. And a lot of those companies went bankrupt. And people said that Warren Buffett was nuts because he wasn't going in those equities. The reason he wasn't going in those equities, they had no intrinsic value. Most of them were losing money. Okay? Now, I'm not going to even quote what he said about Bitcoin. Everybody out there in Bitcoin knows what he says about Bitcoin, so you can take your own analysis of that. But the point I'm trying to make is that the cryptocurrencies don't have intrinsic value. It only has the value if someone pays more than what you paid for it. And you're going to take that bet when you're picking that particular cryptocurrency. Anyway, if you want to learn more on this and other things, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com. Hit that top bar that says apply with us, fill out the questions, hit the bottom bar that says send it to us, and we'll get back with you and see what we can do to help you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to the right of your screen right here, and also the notification bell next to that, and you'll get new videos as they come out automatically. And I would like to hear from you if you got a question or comment. Just put it below, and I'll be glad to get back with you. One other thing I want to mention to you real quick too is, and I think I mentioned it prior, but Bolivia and also Saudi Arabia have also outlawed Bitcoin. And you know the key is, are these countries going to keep continuing to carry it? That's the thing you're going to have to look at, because if they come out with their own cryptocurrency, they could outlaw the cryptocurrency totally, not just a few of them, but all of them. So this is something you need to take in consideration. Anyway, let me know what you think, and I'll be glad to get back with you, and I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.